So one of the things I typically say is something along the lines of, hey, Kelly, I already know how this is going to go. I can already tell. You're going to get a little bit obsessed. You're going to turn into Stalker Texas Ranger. You'll pretend to be normal for the first few weeks, but I know 2 weeks from now, I'm going to wake up with you standing over me in my bed with an ear-to-ear smile on your face, holding a knife. I can already tell I'm cooked. It's basically you setting up little hypothetical stories, little fake stories, teasing her, playing with her, making it fun. This is why Hypo Stories, again called Hypothetical Stories, are so powerful to get women attracted to you, because your mind and your emotions literally cannot tell the difference between whether it really did take place or whether it's just a fantasy.
The Unapologetic Man Podcast.
All right, gentlemen, let's get into the content. So once again, Hypo Stories, it's basically you setting up little hypothetical stories, little fake stories, teasing her, playing with her, making it fun, but always putting it in a way where she's chasing you, she's obsessed with you. When she thinks about you, she can't help but do the old knuckle dunk because she's so fucking attracted to you. And we're going to map these into our first conversations. We're basically helping her to imagine something that either happened in the future, is happening right now, or that happened in the past. For example, her being obsessed with you. So one of the things I typically say is something along the lines of, hey, Kelly, I already know how this is going to go. I can already tell. You're going to get a little bit obsessed. You're going to turn into Stalker Texas Ranger. You'll pretend to be normal for the first few weeks, but I know 2 weeks from now, I'm going to wake up with you standing over me in my bed with an ear-to-ear smile on your face, holding a knife. I can already tell I'm cooked. Now, obviously, you wouldn't want to drop that one until you have a little bit of attraction where you can see she's kind of getting into you. But dude, accuse them of stalking you, leaving the ladder on the side of your house. Like I always say, hey, listen, when you become obsessed with me, please don't leave the ladder on the side of my house when you stalk me. Please put it back in the garage. All the other girls leave it on the side of the house, and I'm like so tired of carrying that thing. It's insinuating that you're the prize, and it's making her imagine being obsessed with you. Another example, Kelly, I already know how this is going to go. You're going to be completely powerless to my charisma and infinite charms. The next thing I know, you're going to be like in my backyard, in a ghillie suit, hiding in the bushes. And I'm going to pretend I don't see you, but I know you're there. You're like watching me in the window, do my nightly Speedo dance in the window as I oil myself up. And I'm going to do it really good for you. Cause like, I'm going to pretend like I don't know you're there, but we both know you're kind of obsessed with me. So there you are in the bushes. Imagine it. You're in the bushes with your binoculars watching me do my Speedo dance. And you just get so turned on. Relax, Kelly. You could come inside. Just ring the doorbell. Be courageous. You could come over. Now, again, guys, she's imagining stalking you, being into you, chasing you. And you're like, relax. I know you're a super fan. I know you're losing your precarious sense of your own composure. Don't come unpeeled now. Just go ahead and ring the doorbell. You could do it, little girl. You got this, as like you rub her on the head. Now, again, boys, this has to be delivered in the right way. You do this shit to a girl who's like not attracted to you, she's going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? So we want to get a few signs of attraction before we go with the obsessed hypo stories to make her feel like she's chasing you. She's into you. She's the one who's pursuing. You're not. You're the one who's running away, and you're like, dude, get away from me, standing over me with an ear-to-ear smile as you hold a knife like the Joker. And I'm like, and I scream, and I go hide in the closet quivering like a little embryo, and you're going to kill me, Kelly, I know it. And it's that kind of playfulness. Now, some of you idiots out there, especially the haters, are like, oh, that would never work, dude. This guy's such a jackass. Bro, if you think that wouldn't work, you're not good with girls. I can tell already, your dick is so dry when you masturbate, the shit catches on fire. So don't fucking judge something you don't know. This works. And those guys listening are like, yeah, bro, that works. Know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's playfulness. It's kids on the schoolyard. It's busting her chops like your little sister giving her a noogie underneath your arm. What's up, brother? Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. To watch the full podcast episode, click here. And before you go, if you're feeling extra generous, please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me in the algorithm. I'd sincerely appreciate it. Unapologetic Army.